It's that time of the year again, Halloween, where people eat a ton of candies and everything turns spooky. And while everyone celebrates Halloween by dressing up and watching or playing scary movies and games, I just play Kirby. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this time of the year. I mean, I love candies, but I've always been a little bit of a coward. Also known as a little bitch. Of course, with the passing of time, I have been less and less scared of this time of the year, and that's why today I want to completely get over that fear. And there's no better way to do that than with Sonic. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. We need to first go back all the way to the original Sonic game. Sonic 1 doesn't have anything particularly scary until you enter Labyrinth Zone. At first it's a pretty chill stage with all the music and the slower gameplay, but stay in the water too long and then... This was the introduction of the famous drowning theme. It really gives the vibes of danger and anxiety, which are completely 180 from the rest of the relaxing Labyrinth Zone. This really shows how Sonic was portrayed in the 90s. Mario only speed up the music a little, but Sonic is for big boys. You're going to feel pressure for not going fast and you're not gonna like it. But most people don't remember the drowning theme from Sonic 1. The one that really scares people is Sonic 2. Sonic 2 handles water in a way better form than Sonic 1. Now, it's not a necessity to go underwater, rather it's a punishment for not taking the high routes. And even in these lower routes, air bubbles are plentiful and you can escape the water more easily. Except in Chemical Plant Zone. You're running at the speed of sound, going so fast that you break the camera, everything feels amazing until you enter a room where the door shut behind you, water starts flowing in, and then you hear that theme. This is where most people as kids stop playing the game. Maybe it's because it's too hard, maybe it's the water physics, or maybe it's the music, but this part of Chemical Plant always sends shockwaves into my bones. But I think the peak of classic Sonic horror was, of course, Sonic CD. One of the main gimmicks of Sonic CD was the ability to time drop. If you hit a past sign, you go to the past. In the past, you can break the generators to make a good feature of the stage. But what if you don't do that? In that case, Eggman takes control of the future to ruin the landscape. Some places like Wacky Workbench aren't affected as much, but other places like Palm Tree Panic Zone have some very dark atmosphere. But of course, Sonic CD is not okay for that. You see, if you go to the secret sound test and put very specific combinations of numbers, you will see some secret screens hidden in the game. Some are cute, some are funny, some are cool, but then there is another screen. This dark screen has multiple Sonics with weird faces. Some think they are smiling, some think they are suffering. Either way, they are very weird. And in the middle of everything are some Japanese characters saying, "Fun is infinite." Sega Enterprises. Imagine. What does this mean? Who is Imagine? And when you are thinking of understanding the hidden message, one very specific song plays. Creepy atmosphere aside, this is just another fun Easter egg in Sonic CD, and it wasn't meant to be scary at all. If you play the Japanese version, then this is the song that plays. It's now obvious that this was meant to be a funny rather than the scary screen, but because the international version changed the soundtrack, this song was also changed, making the scream become nightmare fuel. And as for the Majin, some had speculated that it's meant to be the devil or something like that, but it's just Masato Nishimura's childhood nickname. But that didn't stop Sonic fans to make this one of the most popular Sonic creepypastas. Sega has actually acknowledged this little message a couple of times before. In an Adult Swim commercial for the Sonic YouTube channel, at the end it says, "Fun is infinite." But the really creepy part is that when this commercial was moved to the official Sonic YouTube channel, it now says, "Follow the clues." As far as I know, we didn't actually know what this meant. The other reference is in Sonic Mania Collector's Edition. At the bottom of the metallic card, it very friendly says, "Fun is infinite." What made this really interesting was that this was before Sonic Forces, and in that game, one of the main bosses was Infinite. Now we know who Infinite is, but back then, we didn't even know Sonic Mania and Forces were connected. That pure speculation was fun. Back on the Genesis for one more time, we have Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Unlike Sonic CD, the drowning theme came back, but this time, there isn't any particular section where water becomes such an annoyance like in the first two games, and also it is the bubble shield, making underwater section way more fun. But that didn't stop Sonic theme to make my dreams into a nightmare. Introducing Sandopolis Zone Act 2. At first, it just looks like an extension of Act 1. But then, "Oh, hi little ghost, what are you doing? Oh, you got a friend? Ooh, another friend, but wait, why do the little ghosts look angry? Oh, I think I get it. But if you think that's bad enough, if you're playing as Knuckles, then this may seem like just another idea that Sonic 3 had, but I think this level was a big inspiration for the next fully 3D Sonic game. The next fully 3D Sonic game. The next fully 3D Sonic. I'm talking about Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure not only was the introduction of a new dimension into Sonic games, but it was also the introduction to the newest Sega console, the Dreamcast. Because of this, they had to show all the capabilities of the Dreamcast in one game. The solution that Sonic Team found was with multiple characters. Every character was made to showcase something that the Dreamcast can do. Knuckles was made for exploration, Gamma was made for gun combat, Big was made for fishing. You get the point. One of these characters is Amy. What do you think they gave Amy? If you said survival horror, you're right. In Amy's story, you have to reunite this little bird with his family. The problem is that this huge robot is trying to capture you. E100 Alpha tries to do anything in his mission to get that bird. And this is where the horror elements appear. He can appear at any time, right behind you, breaking walls, breaking TV screens, breaking your sleep schedule. Anywhere you look, he's there. And this poor little girl absolutely destroys immersion. I'm sorry, I know this is supposed to be scary, the music, the set pieces, everything leads to an attempt of creepiness, but Amy's hammer destroys Zero. Every time Zero tries to attack you, you can just hit him and run. I know eventually Zero gets mad and you can't attack him anymore, but there's no way you get to this point unless you're intentionally trying to activate this mode. Even as a kid I wasn't afraid of this. But you know what is truly scary? Not subscribing. I even heard you will die in 10 minutes if you're not subscribed. And while you're there, like the video and comment about what you think is the scary thing in Sonic. Okay, usual YouTube stuff aside, our next up is...
Huh? Who's there? What the... A ghost?
King Boom Boo. This big lad is the leader of the ghosts that plague Eggman's secret base. And let me tell you, this goat freaks me out. Those blue lips, those dead eyes, and that scream. Oh, that scream. But of course, if we're talking about King Boom Boo, we have to talk about his appearance in Sonic X. To be specific, episode 19, Sonic Scream Test. In this episode of the show, Chris' mom is trying to film a movie in an ancient castle, but the castle is haunted. Everyone but Amy and Chris get sucked into the wall by the ghost. Next morning, the pair check where this hourglass was and find a secret basement. In there, they find Sonic and the other guys. King Boom Boo modifies Sonic voice to trick Amy into releasing all the ghosts. And let me tell you, these are some of the most scary ghosts I've seen. Their white, yellow and red eyes, those black teeth, and the way they change from normal to attack mode always freaks me out. Sadly, the king itself looks like a fat frog in comparison. It really kills how he looks on the actual game. But don't worry about that, Sonic has another ghost ready. Not gonna lie, I actually had nightmares of this as a kid. Looking back, it's not that scary. And the dub kills some of the suspense with the Amy voice actress not doing a good evil Amy impression.
Stop interfering with my plans or you'll never leave this castle!
But going back to the show again, Chris notices that Amy won't hit the hourglass and remembers the inscription of the pedestal. He flips the hourglass, lets Sun escape, and seals the ghost forever. Overall, good episode. I like how they used the hourglass from the game in a unique way while still being true to its origin. The other thing I found interesting is that this weird dimension where Sonic gets trapped is very similar to the other weird dimension in Mystic Mansion. Speaking of which, Hang Castle and by extension Mystic Mansion are the haunted levels of Sonic Heroes. Since Sonic Heroes is trying to be more like the classic games by being more simple story-wise, Hang Castle and Mystic Mansion, I hate that these are two different levels instead of just being an Act 1 and Act 2, don't have anything too scary. I mean, there are things like ghosts and skeletons all around, but I think it's nothing on the level of Sonic Adventure or even Sonic 3. But instead of spookiness, this level is probably the best scary level so far. Flames leading the way, portals that change the level, gravity switching revealing this touch of Metal Sonic, rail grinding on loops. Team Chaotix might have ruined my view of this level, but at least the Team Sonic version is one of the best levels in the game. And while it's not the most scary thing out there, it shows how much fun ideas you can get from another ghost level. And that's about it for scary things in Sonic games. You can make an argument for things in Sonic 06 and Unleashed with Mephiles and Darkaya, but I want to avoid stretching this video for becoming a retrospective on everything remotely scary. This is more my experiences with spooky elements in the Sonic series. With that said, I want to end this video with the most scary thing in the Sonic series. Something so terrifying that it made me never want to play that game again. Something that has made me lose sleep more than anything in any game or movie. First, some history. The year is 1997 and Sega needed a game to show the power of the Sega Saturn, but not any game, a Sonic game. And while the main Sonic team was busy almost killing themselves with Sonic X-treme, they contacted Traveler's Tale to make another game after their success, Sonic 3D Blast, and the result of that was Sonic R, a racing game that was special for not using cards. Every character uses their legs to move around. It was the closest thing to making a classic Sonic game in 3D, and they did a pretty good job at it. Huge levels with many pathways, many collectibles, and weird but amazing soundtrack. Fully 3D models for every character, and just 1 hour of fun. Yeah, Sonic R is super short. Even I, playing it for the first time, beat it 100% in less than an hour. But so Nico, why is this game the scariest thing ever made? It has a cute art style, a pretty chill soundtrack for a racing game, and the best Sonic model ever. Well, let's talk about the characters. Sonic R has 10 characters to play with. The main 5 characters of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy and Robotnik, but also features characters like Metal Sonic from Sonic CD, Egg Robot from Sonic and Knuckles, and Super Sonic. But it was not enough for Traveler's Tale. They needed more characters quick, and that's what led to the creation of Mecha Knuckles and Tails Doll. And this character right here is the one I am most afraid of. The way he moves, his dead eyes, that red crystal. The fact this is based on Tails, my favorite Sonic character, is all there, but off. And these motherfuckers at Traveler's Tales knew what they made. Look at this official art! But of course, that wasn't really the reason this character is so creepy. The real reason was what came after. Tails, though, like many other characters from this era, was forgotten by Sega, meaning that the only thing we had for a while was just Sonic R. But some fans started to notice how creepy Tails doll was and developed him into a creepypasta legend. Everywhere you look, he was there. And for a little kid like me that liked Sonic so much he wanted to find some more content on the internet, he was one of the first things I encountered. I think the fact that he was a real character from a real obscure Sonic game made me feel like all the horror stories of him jumping from the TV were real. And even if I thought they were fake, I didn't want to take the opportunity. This may be a hot take, but I find Tails to be way more iconic and creepy than Sonic.exe. He became so popular in fact that even Sega started to take notice. With Sonic Mania splitting the characters between classic characters and modern characters, this gave the opportunity to characters like Mighty, Ray, Honey, Mecha Knuckles, Fang, Beam, Bark, and of course Tails doll to appear in more media. At first he only appeared in official art as a little reference, but in the Sonic 13th Anniversary special comic, he made his grand return as Eggman in Little Plush. I personally love his version. He still keeps his creepy atmosphere without turning him into a killing monster like creepypasta. And to me, that makes him even more scary. Good job, Ian Flint. As I grown older, Tails doll doesn't scare me anymore. But I think this little plushie needs to be more appreciated. And I think it deserves the title as the scariest Sonic thing. Also, he became a vagina in Archie. What?